In order to succeed in CRM, your CRM strategy, your CRM implementation and your CRM execution, all these three things need to be perfect. Before we start the discussion of CRM strategy, CRM implementation or CRM execution, we need to understand these three terms in detail. Now, most of the people think that this is like planning and doing or thinking and acting, but these two things are required in all these three stages. So, it is not that. So, how do we define it? How do we define these three terms? So, there is an interesting article on HBR. I am linking that article in the description of this video, which tries to define these three terms. So, broadly, strategy can be when you decide to achieve some particular outcome, the plan. Fundamentally, it can be called as plan. And then implementation is to create the framework or design how you will achieve the strategy. And then execution is actually executing the strategy. So, strategy broadly means the plan to achieve something, and implementation will include the actions and decisions or activities required to execute the strategy. And execution means actually executing the implemented strategy. Now, there is a thin difference between execution and implementation. So, we will take some more examples. But in order to succeed, all these three things are important. You can't ignore or you can't give more or less weightage to any one of them. Let us take example of Aadhaar card in India. Let's say government decided that we need a complete database of all the citizens of India, and it should be connected to various other social and financial systems. This is a strategy. And then they start in detail planning or in detail activities like appointing the software vendor or getting the software developed, creating the entire framework, training their teams to do this, and then connecting this all systems. So, all this is implementation. But these two will not give the result. To bring the result, you will have to actually execute this implemented strategy. And how do we execute that? So, we will have to do a proper registration of all 130 crore Indians in this system, and then actually see how these connected systems work. So, this way we can define that what is the difference between strategy, implementation and execution. Most of the time in companies, people ignore execution. So, now with this context, let us understand the CRM with respect to strategy, implementation and execution. When the top management of any organization decides that we want to implement CRM, we want to have a digital framework or system or operating system for our sales and service teams, that is the strategy. Then they will go out and identify a CRM vendor, they will procure the CRM and they will ask CRM vendor to make changes or make customization according to their organizational requirements. That is implementation. After this comes the most crucial part, and that is execution of CRM, and here the role of top management will be huge. So, now they have to make sure that the implemented strategy, that is the implemented CRM, is executed till we get the desired result in desired time frame. So, it cannot be jab hoga tab hoga, it has to be in specified time sense only. So, now the problem is that if something is failing after a couple of years or after a longer period, you cannot exactly pinpoint what was wrong. The strategy was wrong or implementation was wrong or execution was wrong. There cannot be only one thing. Let us take some examples. If you have a bad strategy, no amount of good implementation and execution can save you from failure. Similarly, even if the strategy is good, but the implementation or execution is not done properly, we don't get the results. So, if we want result, all these three things have to be perfect. There is one more thing here, specifically in reference to CRM. So most of the companies think, specifically the top management thinks, that once the CRM implementation is done, their role is over. I think that once the CRM implementation is done, the role of top management actually starts, and that role is to execute the CRM. Make sure that your users use the new system, make sure that your processes are aligned with that system, the automation and everything is according to your desired goals, and then you achieve your goals in specified time. So the role of top management is seriously required for execution of CRM. Unfortunately, this is ignored. I would be very happy to receive your comments on this. What do you think about this? Thank you very much for watching this video. See you soon. Thank you.